Hey guys, welcome to another week. Ooh, lagging out here already. Another week. Another week of Yankee League. And this is actually going to be. Oof, I should take obs off here. Who's that? Who's not playing Zerg Raptor? This is going to be a match between. Oof, I'm getting spam as well. Okay. This is a match between Future and Forsaken. Forsaken starting in red at the 12 o'clock location, Future starting at the 9 o'clock location, well, approximately 8 o'clock location in green. Forsaken obviously starting as Zerg, 12 o'clock location, Protoss, Future. This is Python, of course. This is week 6, and I'm ignoring text, by the way, so I can. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. This match, obviously week 6, both teams really want this. NrG, of course, I think they want a playoff spot. They're fighting for that 4th playoff spot. Light's in pretty good position, but I know they want to go in. I think it's seeded, so they want to go into higher speed. Looks like Forsaken's going to end up scouting to the 6 o'clock location first, and it looks like we're going to see a Bisu build, or at least a pylon out there in preparation for a sort of Bisu build from Future. So Future probably going to set up a pylon, go for a fast expand. He's scouted Forsaken straight off. Forsaken, in the meantime, looks like he's going to go for a 12 hatch, and yeah, he hasn't produced any. Actually, no, it looks like he's putting down. He is in fact going for an overpool. Interestingly enough, going overpool. And my guess, we'll see if he diverts. Looks like he is diverting the Overlord, realizing that that Future is in fact to his north. Forge is down, and we'll see. Maybe he's because he saw that probe so close, he decided, man, I should get some Zerglings up, push it to the north, and try to take advantage as quickly as possible. This doing Bisu Patrol on this map, definitely because of this wide choke, it has a little bit more trouble holding. We'll see if Future can hold it. He's going to need to get at least a cannon down to deal with these Zerglings that Forsaken's going to be sending here in just a second. Yeah, let's see if he gets it down momentarily. Yeah, putting in the inside position. Looks like he's setting up to put down a second cannon for it, so he doesn't have to worry about it. In the meantime, I'm trying to ignore Ariel's text. Focus on the game, diggity. Second hatch going out now, so it looks like Forsaken's going to put down that second hatch, so didn't opt to build any Zerglings. Maybe just putting it to make sure that those 2 cannons went down first. We'll see if we're going to see a canceled cannon as a result here to get down that Nexus a little bit faster. That probe doesn't look like it's pushing out to the secondary, so he's not going to end up seeing that second hatchery. He is going to see, in fact, that Zerglings weren't being produced at that point. Zerglings now being produced, and it looks like that, yeah, 2 cannons almost up, and a gateway first as well, so maybe we're not seeing a standard Bisu build. Looks like that probe is hanging out, blocking the gap, so 2 probes at the gap, so he was expecting the Zerglings a little faster. 4 Zerglings out, 6 Zerglings being produced already, so actually it looks like Forsaken, even though he went kind of with that overpool build, which technically, well, I should say, doesn't help you out economically early as 12 hatch, it doesn't really help you out as far as Ling production all that much faster, because you don't get the Zerglings out as fast as you possibly could. He's still going to be in a pretty good position because it doesn't look like Future went straight off with the Nexus. Zerglings pushing in now. It's a stream of 8, and it might come down to a little bit of micromanagement you see. As you can see, the probe's not coming off the line. That gateway is pushed in. This is a really nice kind of blockade here, as you can see. The 2 gateways, the Forge in front, 2 cannons behind. Yeah, the 6 Zergling looks like they're going to hold up short. No, now they're pushing in, trying to push the gap. The probes are there to stop, though, and it doesn't look like and try to run them straight through the probe lines. Great blockade, though. Excellent blockade. Only a single Zergling pushing through. The probe should be able to kind of hold that off. He is, in the meantime, going to get a spot and see that gas going down as well, the cybernetics core. Not taking that second Nexus, I assume, because really, and looks like an Overlord gonna get caught at the front door. That could be Overlord going down. That's a huge hit early for Forsaken. Forsaken losing the Overlord at the front of the base. He's got that secondary up now, putting down a 3rd hatchery, so it looks like going for more of a 3 hatchery build. But with that Overlord down, oh man, that's such a huge cost early. That's definitely gonna slow him down. At least he has the Zergling in the base, so that's some consolation. He's gonna scout down, see the cybernetics core, gas continually being pumped, and my guess is we're not gonna see this Nexus down until we see a few more Zealots, because again, it's hard to hold that Nexus from this distance just because of that wide gap, because you can sneak those Zerglings in. Bringing up another Overlord, hopefully we'll be a little bit more careful with this one this time. Just putting it at the gap so we can see when those Zealots decide to move out. So almost looks like in the meantime, that Zergling's still in the base, just a sliver of health left. It looks like it's just got like that 8 health, still alive, still in there scouting, which is big. In the meantime, 3 hatch build on the opposite side, no second gas, so actually no gas at all, so maybe dedicated Zerglings. A 4th hatchery going down, so a 4 hatchery build here. So we'll see if we maybe just macroing up like mad at this point. Nexus is now down for Forsaken. I'm sorry, for future. But yeah, Forsaken doing 4 hatch build, 3 hatch, but he's got Zealots in his line. Sorry for missing that guy. Zealots pushing in, and wow, absolutely nothing to counter this at the moment. No Zerglings being produced. Yeah, it looks like 4 Zerglings coming out right now to try to fight that Zealot off. He is going to be able to fight one of the Zealots off, but going to lose at least a drone in the meantime. Zealot being looks like it's going to be taken care of, and the second Zealot going to be taken out in the drone lines, getting kind of ambushed by a large amount of drones here. And it looks like, but in the meantime, that Zealot inside the main supply line managed to take 2 drones out, and in the meantime, he's basically managed to disrupt all of the supply of Forsaken, at least momentarily, to try to even things up as far as the economics go. But 4 hatcheries going to be up momentarily. Gas is down now, and we'll see if we'll see a Hydralisk Den here in just a second. 3rd cannon going down on the lines. That will protect the Nexus. It's starting to be built. We'll see the Citadel of Adun down before seeing the Gateway. It looks like a Protoss Templar Archives going down as well. So going very quickly into either High Templar or Dark Templar tech. Another Gateway going down as well. So it looks like we're going to see that standard kind of 3 gateway build, so not a standard Bisu type, and we'll see what's going down in the background. That is in fact the Hydralisk Den now. So 3 hatcheries up, as well as the Hydralisk Den, and we'll see if basically if Forsaken decides to kind of hold that long-term economic advantage, or knowing that those 2 early Zealots were taken down. There's only a single Zealot, and as you can see, 3 cannons otherwise at the front, and still 2 gateways in the background being built as well with those Templar Archives. He could get a really good push on that front door if he decided to time it that way, and we'll see. So he's got that single. There's basically no more Zealots on that front door. He's got the Hydralisk. It doesn't look like he's producing Hydralisks at this point. And really, if he's going to do a push, you'd probably want the Hydralisks actually producing right this moment. 2 more Zealots coming out of the front door, but there's 8 Zerglings immediately to surround them and take them out as well. Yeah. Looks like that's going to end up trying to pull back. He managed. Oh, excellent job by Future, managing to get it back to the cannon line, save it. Looks like he's upgrading weapons 1 now that he's got his secondary down. So this is going to turn into more of a long-term economic game. Second gateway now up, so 3 gateways up for Future. He's also got that Citadel down. We'll see what he decides to produce straight off. I assume because he's hoarding gas, he's going to go for High Templar instead of Dark Templar. Now a large group of Hydralisks being produced. Second gas going down, and it doesn't look like we're seeing layer tech, so we might see a dedicated Hydra push at this point out of the 4 hatcheries. That's a pretty standard 4 hatchery Zergling combination against Zerg. Dark Templar is now out in the field. Overlord is probably going to be able to pick something off here. Let's see if there's any Overlords out in the field. There are 3 Overlords hanging out at the secondary. A single Overlord, excellent job by Forsaken, prepared for this, but in the meantime, it looks like it's just going to scout out, make sure that there's no other territory being taken this. Unfortunately, it looks like he's going to lose this DT. Pulling back the Hydralisks. Unfortunately, the Hydralisks have been spotted. Now coming down, they're going to be able to kill this Dark Templar out in the field. It's definitely going to accept, as far as it's definitely going to cause a few things to happen. First of all, that Dark Templar on the field means that basically Forsaken has to play a little bit more defensively. The Lings didn't die in the front. It looks like the Dark Templar is just pushing along the side. He's just allowing those Lings to kind of hang out there in the meantime. Looks like he picked off 4 while I wasn't looking. A lot more cannons going down, realizing he's facing a 4-hatch Hydralisk push in the meantime. And we'll see if he starts producing some Dark Templar in the meantime. The Dark Templar actually managed to, it looks like a second Dark Templar managed to survive. Oh no, a Dark Templar managed to get in the supply lines. Looks like it managed to kill off another 2 drones before it died. Another Dark Templar pushing out, and it looks like it managed to kill another drone on top of that. So 2 drones taken out apiece and then taken out. So 2 kills apiece for the 2 Dark Templar, 2 at the secondary, 2 at the main. In the meantime, a lot of Hydralisks just starting to be pumped at this point. It looks like about 8 cannons down to the front door for Future. He's got a High Templar waiting to the side. My guess is it's going to have a good Psy Storm and a second second High Templar coming out as well. So my guess is he'll be pretty safe. Now another 2 gateways going down, and we'll see if we see a tech to Hive. Yeah, we're seeing that. Or I'm sorry, to Lair. We're seeing a tech to Lair now for Forsaken, and it looks like he's actually expanding to the mineral only near the what is that? The 7 o'clock position. I'm surprised he's doing that with Dark Templar out in the field. Now it looks like he's pushing up with some Hydralisks at the front door. It looks like almost losing a Hydralisk there. He's just going to try to pick off that forge, and that could be a big cost early, picking that off at a Zealot pushing out there and immediately getting picked off. If he can stop that and stop that weapons 1 for being upgraded, that could be a big boon to him. It looks like a probe sitting at the 6 o'clock location. Storm going off all those Hydralisks. Forsaken responding well, but not before his Hydralisks are severely weakened. Second Star Storm going off. Looks like he managed to. There's only 4 Hydralisks left, as well as 4 Zerglings morphing to an Archon now, but we'll see if these 4 Hydralisks manage to take that. Looks like they did not manage to get that forge down before weapons 1 was upgraded, so weapons 1 is upgraded, but it's just got a sliver of health left. It's almost down, and a bunch of Zealots being pumped. There's an Archon down as well. Another gateway going down, so we're seeing 5 gateways out, 1 at the front, several cannons and Archon waiting in, and it looks like, and actually I really feel like this is kind of dangerous here for Future.